A psychologist at Stanford asked one question of children and tracked them for decades. The ones who believed they could grow outperformed the ones who believed they were born smart in school, in work, in life. That trait's called the growth mindset. Question 6 has another word for it: willingness. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Lisa, and this is Science Backed, Soul Supported, day 4 of week 3. Choose a better alternative. Yesterday, we lifted the needle. Today, we ask whether we're willing to play a completely different song. Pattern recognition without willingness is just self criticism with extra steps. You can see your broken record, name it, journal about it, talk about it in therapy for years, and never change a thing. Because seeing is half the work. The other half is willingness. So here's the science. Dr. Carol Dweck, professor of psychology at Stanford University, has spent more than 30 years researching what she calls mindset. Her landmark book, Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, was published in 2006, but her foundational research goes all the way back to the 1970s. The core finding is simple and stunning. People generally hold on to one of two beliefs about their own ability. Some believe their abilities are fixed. You have it or you don't. Others believe their abilities can grow with effort. Dweck calls these fixed mindset or growth mindset. Across hundreds of studies in classrooms, hospitals, corporations, sports teams, marriages, growth mindset predicts better outcomes. Kids with growth mindset learn faster. Athletes with growth mindset recover faster from setbacks. Couples with growth mindset stay together longer. Patients with growth mindset have better recovery from illness. Adults with growth mindset are more resilient to failure, not because they're smarter, but because they're willing. Willingness is the underpinning skill of growth mindset. It's the choice to believe. Willingness is the underpinning skill of growth mindset. It's the choice to believe before you have any evidence that you can change, that your pattern can shift, that your marriage can heal, that your body can repair, that your career can pivot. Willingness is not certainty. Willingness is not even hope exactly. Willingness is that quiet, okay, I am open to this being different. Question 6, what can I do better? Only works if you have willingness. And, you know, when you're working on it, when you're willing, it's hard. That's why this is the change agent of the entire 7 questions. Without the willingness, the question becomes a weapon. What can I do better, said to yourself with a fixed mindset, is just a list of your flaws. But what can I do better, asked with willingness, is an invitation to grow. And here's where I want to be honest with you. I didn't have this growth mindset for most of my 20s and 30s. I thought I was the way I was, the pharmacist who could not say no, the mother who carried everything, the wife who fixed every problem, the healer who couldn't be healed. Until 2014 in that ER, when my body forced me to choose. Just go back in the YouTube and find the book trailer. That's the one that tells my story. So either I was a fixed creature destined to die early on a gurney, or I was willing to grow. I chose willingness. Everything in my life has changed since then. And it started with that one micro choice. Willingness is small. It doesn't require a vision. It does not require a plan. It only requires the smallest interior. Yes, I am willing for this to be different. And sometimes you have to have that mind in this line in the sand before the willingness kicks in. Dweck's research says that yes is the engine of the entire growth process. The skill builds from there. So today's challenge: find one place in your life where you've been telling yourself, this is just how I am. Try the sentence on for size. I'm willing for this to be different. Don't promise anything. Don't change anything yet. Just notice what willingness feels like in your body. That's the engine starting. The fuller exploration of willingness and the 4-week walk through every chapter of the framework is exactly what the Power of Seven workshop builds. Starting on June 10th, the workshop link is in the description. If this hit a nerve in the right way, hit the like, drop a comment. I read everyone. One place that you're choosing willingness today. I read every comment. Share with someone, subscribe, hit that little bell thing, and share this with somebody who's been saying to themselves, this is just how I am. Well, you know that they can be willing to. See you tomorrow.